send my bro a kite quick. Times of war, we ain't forget about you, keep your light lit. Rappers can't see, most of them scared to witness. Go and close your eyes, that's one right here for the trenches. Bad bitches, natural hair or extensions. Hood niggas that'll probably grip like some dentures. Runners on them fences, 23 and 1 out. Praying that that commissary hit before it run out. Bitches on the gram, dog filter with their tongue out. Couldn't stay home because they found the dugout. Closed casket, burner in the low jacket. My co-captain, riding on these whole rappers. My hoes fabulous. Now I don't mean that derogatory, but I'm a player and there's no my women riding for me. I avoided Maury, I got 2 jets. If I can't make it through for them, then I'm useless. Sit down that roof, Chris, with a couple bosses. After the war, just to count our losses. It's not many. You see a smile on my face, but I'm not friendly. Going on my waist, sipping white Henny. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Waiting on this war been my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Living in this war been my whole life. My whole life. It's so melodic. When I be dropping this ebonics, this ghetto phonics, they got me on the level supersonic. My bomb atomic, and you know where you can find me. Somewhere probably put in this paper origami. My name is pure as the Sani. My wave is like a tsunami. I went from 0 to 100, feeling like Ricky Bobby. I made a deal with the Reaper. Got a couple wives, they some keepers. Talk a lot of shit, but you can't walk a mile in my sneakers. Bitches go to Miami, come home with change features. Now she got a BBL, her ass fatter. Trying to show up all them niggas that laughed at her. Now when they see her, they only wanna fuck her. They just wanna touch her, they don't wanna cuff her. They just wanna come and kick it with her like a punter. Turned her to a runner, now it's all aboard the train. Fenty on her face, but it's not concealing the pain, it's a shame. So I'm in the hood like some rap snacks. I know niggas kill you and your mama for a scat pack. Dark tint, matte black, they do it for half that. Had you like 90s Missy in a fucking trash bag. I'm from Philly, we don't do bank accounts, just cash app. I spit a verse and I just watch the time slow. This that guy flow, this that shit that rappers die for. This that uncut Tahoe Wall straight from Pablo Escobar. I be at the bar like Moscato. They think it's effort, but no, this that block work. Make the countermeasures, take pleasures, making an op hurt. Light is in the sky, cause every verse is a concert. My mind work at speed y'all can't fathom. Listen to the words of a champion. The king, the streets need another anthem. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Waiting on the score in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Living in this war in my whole life. My whole life.
The beat.
I don't know who, somebody need to hear this. Y'all don't speak Hebrew, that's Yiddish. How the fuck you try to label us anti-Semitic? We the Israelites, blacks, native Hispanics. The Germans getting locked up for the Holocaust. Meanwhile, black people still up in the Holocaust. 100 million of us died in the transatlantic. 6 million died, y'all want the world to never forget it. You can never be a Jew, you a Ashkenaz. This ain't a star dum-dum, a gun die or die. Yeah, Yeezy told the truth and got ostracized. Not one person in the Bible had on a yarmulke. We were slaves in America like we was in Egypt. Y'all don't even fit the curses in the Torah neither. Y'all was blind to the truth, I had to make it clear. How Jerusalem, your land, your people came from Europe. That was 1947, your menorah got 9 sticks, it's really only 7. Yeah, it's us against the world, Armageddon. This what happened when you inherit lies from your ancestors. Y'all the synagogue of Satan with them black hats. Your whole nation sitting ducks, Aflacs. Bunch of thieves and culture vultures, ain't nothing kosher. To tell the truth, you vagabonds don't have a culture. Macedonia, Alexander and Philip, you a convert, so tell me, how the fuck is you Israel? That don't make you the people just cause you litter. Why my people can't hate your people like y'all hate Hitler? All the prophets was black and was called nigga. Y'all don't even fit the description that's in the scriptures. Abraham, all the way down to Jacob, we the real Jews. Y'all don't study Christ, y'all follow the Talmud. Keep it real, yeah, let's keep it real. Cold hard truth, fear, give you chills. Say y'all Jew-ish cause y'all ain't really them. About to do them like Hammond, it's the Feast of Purim. UPK undefeated, this an easy win. We was born fighting, y'all the evil twin. Jacob took hold of his heel, then out came his little red bastard, they kosher deals. It's only 12 tribes, y'all tryna make it 13. Esau despised his birthright, the Lord cursed him. He ain't the devil who is, I'm still searching. Ask your rabbi, why he get them babies herpes? I don't know what's worse, that or you claiming that you a Maccabee. I'm about to cancel, everybody try to cancel ye. I ain't afraid to speak, that's what I do. They riding to the core, I'm just judging them by their fruit. Cause they ain't suffering curses. If I was carnal, I promise I'd punch you in person. I know this an uncomfortable subject. They making millions off our culture and black people suffering from it. Yeah, they don't believe in Christ, they the Antichrist. Make a living off of niggas, they a parasite. I ain't afraid to tell the truth, niggas terrified. I'm about to go DEFCON 4, I ain't satisfied.
That is proof. That is absolute proof that they know we are the real Jews. That's absolute proof. Like he got the records. Go find me a white Jew on any archaeology in Egypt anywhere. You will never find a piece of archaeology with white people as slaves in Egypt. So don't tell me that they were slaves and it's their identity and they know it. The Lord knows the blasphemy of you so-called white people that say you are Jews and you are not Jews. You are not the people of the law. You are not God's chosen people. God's chosen people are living in the ghettos of America. God's chosen people are in poverty and depression in the streets of America. God's chosen people are walking around in America with no identity. That's where God's chosen people are.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put millions of my actions.
Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did?
That's right.
That's right. You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacles set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never a home, only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting, the trail of my tears is countless. Main fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Cracking the sky, nuclear missiles will make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be, slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash, get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog.
With no remorse in my blood slim, it won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms, watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5, I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in this body, you fit a Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is dish served cold, I just hope they making oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in the world of mad shooters. That was designed fire for our babies to pass through it. And the damn by King's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
Someday you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. Dog eats a dog. Payback is a dog. Dog eats a dog. Payback is a dog. Dog eats a dog. Payback is a dog. Dog eats a dog.
Yeah, those are messed up, no. Bad.
Hey, Shalom, Yahweh Shemi Shah Rocket Thumb, Yahweh Shemar Thumb by Shemi Shah, Preaching Officer on Mwanga Bar, Tuesday Brotherhood class, ISUPK, under Commander Junior Hunter. You feel me? What we do is bring out, you feel me, stuff that's going on, letting our people know, you feel me, that they need to return back to the Bible, you feel me, since 1969. You feel me? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the true Israelites of the Bible, and you have an enemy. And the enemy that you have is not the man that looks like you. It's the man that actually looks the exact opposite of you. It's the reason why all this stuff keep going on, but you the one keep suffering. You feel me? You the one keep suffering when it's all type of terroristic acts going on from all these different nations, the Chinese, the East Indians, the Arabs, but somehow you the one still being picked on. And what we're going to talk about tonight is when will, feel me, the so-called white man, Esau in the Bible, start racially profiling his own? Because that's the only way this madness, you feel me, is going to stop. If Esau cares anything about saving his country, what he will stop doing is racially profiling black people and start racially profiling white people. Because as you see, the niggas that sagging their pants wearing red, white, and blue, they are not killing white people. They killing black people. So what the hell you racially profiling them for? But then you got these white people in these business suits. You feel me? They running around with AK-47s shooting up innocent people. You feel me? And we don't believe no innocent people should be murdered. That's not what we teach. You feel me? But if the so-called white man wants to stop his people from being murdered, he's going to have to start racially profiling his own and leave black people the hell alone, which is something they just can't fathom to do. They can't leave black people alone, you know, for the life of them. For their race to survive, they will rather, I'm telling you, the so-called white man would rather go extinct, you feel me, than leave black people alone and start racially profiling his own like the terrorists that they are. You feel me? But yeah, if I could, let's go to the first article. Let's talk about your favorite actor, Amanda Bynes, Judge Trudy, all that. She played on all them shows growing up. If you grew up in the, if you were born in the 80s or 90s, you've seen the show All That. You feel me? The Amanda Show, all that. But the so-called white man is so focused on destroying black people that they don't even know that they're destroying their own people. Because they won't give you the drugs that you need for pain because they believe you don't feel no pain. but they giving it to their people and it's destroying them. And that's of the Most High right there, for real.
It's like you said, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, Amanda Bynes on psychiatric hold after wandering naked in downtown Los Angeles. Report.
Right. See, this is a child star. You feel me? There's something going on with them children. You feel me? That's growing up in the television industry, and they destroying them, man. They destroying them kids that's growing up in Disney and Nickelodeon and stuff like that. Feel me? And the reason why they don't even notice it is because they too busy pouring crack and heroin in the black neighborhood.
Amanda Bynes has been placed under a psychiatric hold after she was spotted roaming the streets naked and alone near downtown Los Angeles, according to reports.
Right. She alone. She alone because they don't want to focus on her and her problems. You feel me? They want to keep attacking the black people and Hispanics and Native Indians.
TMZ reports Bynes waved down a car and told the driver she was coming down from a psychiatric episode before calling 911 herself.
Right. Now, she's supposed to be rich. That show you the riches of this world is foolishness. You feel me? The riches of this world is foolishness. She's a rich actress downtown naked in Los Angeles, waving down strangers.
After being taken to a local police station, TMZ reports Bynes was placed under 5150 psychiatric hold, which usually lasts for 72 hours.
I bet it do. I bet it do. And they need to start doing that for all these white people. All these white folks need to go on a 5150 psychiatric hold. Otherwise, they're going to keep shooting up Walmarts, keep shooting up churches. They're going to keep shooting up banks, and y'all ain't going to do nothing about it. Y'all going to keep letting it happen because all of them are on a 5150 psychiatric hold. All these people have psychotic episodes, and y'all not even trying to help them because y'all too focused on destroying the black neighborhood. And this is why all these mass shootings and stuff keep happening. Because these people, Esau, the so-called white man, is psychotic. Is a psychotic race of people, and y'all don't want to help each other. Y'all too busy focusing on us. And that's why they keep shooting up stuff. Keep killing people, man. You go ahead.
The outlet reports Bynes was uninjured during the ordeal and currently remains hospitalized. Bynes was set to attend 90s Con in Connecticut over the weekend alongside fellow former Nickelodeon stars and All That co-stars Kel Mitchell and Kenan Thompson and more. However, she pulled out at the last minute due to illness, per New York Post.
Yeah, man, they got a lot of illnesses going on. A lot of illnesses going on, and they not even trying to get it fixed or focus on it. And they wondering why they keep shooting up and killing innocent people, man. This is a child actress, a millionaire, trying to go to basically a reunion. That's what that was from them, being popular in the 90s, 2000s on the TV show. And the whole time she's psychotic. She's psychotic. Probably would have went in there and shot up the thing. That's probably what would have happened. She would have went in there and shot up the damn Comic-Con. Because y'all don't want to racially profile each other. Y'all want to keep worrying about black people. So you could drop that. Let's go to man who fatally shot the K9.
So like the man who fatally shot
BCSO K9 during 2019 chase.
All right, man who fatally shot BCSO K9 during the 2019 chase sentenced to life in prison.
Right. So Oh, I understand they say the police, the dogs is part of the police force. I get, where they're coming from, but in reality, that is a dog. That is a goddamn animal. And it's no way nobody should be doing life in prison for shooting a dog. Especially if you could shoot a black man and get away scot-free. Especially if you could choke a black man for selling cigarettes and get away scot-free. You go ahead.
So like I said, I mean, you know how much Esau love them dogs. I mean, they'll kill the whole family and leave the dog alive.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They need to start racially profiling themselves. And when I say racially profiling, they need to start doing a study, doing some type of psychiatric evaluation on their race. The same way they do with black people. They say we ain't nothing. We deadbeats. We this. They got all these studies about black people, about black women and stuff like that. Y'all need to do a study on y'all selves. And I want to know what the hell is these dogs got on y'all. It's a lot here. What type of damn stuff do these dogs got on y'all, man? Like real talk, man. Y'all got to be having sex with these dogs more than a little bit for y'all to just treat them the way y'all treat them, man. Like real talk. Like I don't know what race this brother is. You feel me? It don't even matter. I don't even think he a brother. This guy, I think he a white guy. But that the point of his race don't even matter in this point. The point is, how the hell is a dog life more precious than a black man? You could kill a black man and come up with all type of reasons why it was justified, but you kill a damn dog because it got on a damn police shirt and you get life in prison, man. That's insane, man. But this is a backward society, though. So, I mean, what the hell should we expect? You go ahead, you can read some of it. It ain't really that much.
The K9 officer, Chucky.
Right. Look at they call him Chucky. they trying to have a feel for him at that. They trying to sympathize with him, Chucky. That's not even a dog name. They treat him like he a real human. That ain't no dog name. Michael Brown is a real human. Eric Garner is a real human, man. George Floyd was a real human. Chucky is a goddamn animal. Come on, man.
Was set loose to subdue the subject without a protective vest.
Oh, he was killed. Seems like it was y'all fault. Why y'all ain't putting no damn bulletproof vest on the damn dog, man? Y'all love the dog so damn much, y'all ain't putting no vest on it, though. The man killed a damn dog trying not to get bit. That's all it is. Ain't nobody trying to get bit up by no dog, man. So he shot the dog. It's just instinct. It ain't like he shot you, motherfucker. Obviously, you know the difference.
San Antonio, the man who shot and killed an unprotected BCSO K9 in early 2019 was sentenced to life in prison on Friday. Court officials confirmed the sentence to KENS 5. It comes after Matthew Myers was convicted in December of firing a single fatal shot to the K9 officer, Chucky.
Oh my God. So, because they give him a human name, he didn't have on a vest, he had on a police uniform. They treat him like he's a police officer. You gotta be kidding me, man. Well, you could kill a black man and just get away scot-free because you got on a police uniform. So you wear a police uniform, you can kill. You wear a police uniform, even if you're a dog, they better not touch you. Come on, man. This is the people, that's what I'm saying. This is the people that's ruling over us. I mean, they gotta start racially profiling themselves. And not just racially, it's a mental thing. I mean, it's a psychotic thing. What they call it, a 5150 psychotic hold. You feel me? We need to put the whole race of Esau on a 5150 psychotic hold, or they're gonna keep doing stuff like this, man.
During a chase involving BCSO deputies, he was found guilty on all counts, including aggravated assault of a police officer evading arrest, and being a felon in possession of a firearm.
And they talking about the dog. You would think they talking about a person. They talking about the dog, man. Like, man, this is just out of control, man.
A report released months after the 2019 chase found Chucky was shot from behind at fairly close range. Chucky was set loose to subdue Meyerless, but wasn't wearing protective gear.
It's y'all fault. That ain't his fault. That is not his fault that he shot a police dog. He should not get life in prison for shooting no damn police dog. It's a natural instinct that this is an animal. I am not finna let no animal attack me. That's like a bear. You see a bear running up, but it's Smokey the bear. You not gonna shoot the bear. You gonna let the bear just attack you and maul you to death, man? Hell no.
BCSO officials later said Chucky's handler didn't have time to put the vest on him because they were in the midst of a pursuit.
Should have charged him.
When pressed on whether there was protocol to order an unprotected deputy to take down the suspect.
Unprotected deputy? Deputy dog? Man, get the hell out of here. Not deputy dog. Man, get out of here, man. They called the dog an unprotected deputy. But you kill black people for fun. This is crazy. You go ahead.
Who shot at other law enforcement minutes prior, Sheriff Javier Salazar at the same time said he thought all protocol was followed. According to the Bexar County District Attorney's Office, Miles was in a seasoned Mexican gang member with 9 prior felony convictions.
Oh, so that's why he was a Mexican. Now it makes sense. He was a Mexican. That's why they did him like this. No, they can't let blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians get away with nothing. His life mean nothing to them, man. He shot a dog, they gave him life in prison. But if they would have shot him, they would have got away scot-free. You can drop that. Let's go to a man stabbed wife to death during Bible study. Salaki. I don't even know if we even have to read that. Like, damn. Man stabs wife to death in Bible. I'm telling you, y'all gonna have to start racially profiling y'all selves, man. That's the only way y'all gonna ever prosper, because y'all finna go extinct. I'm telling you, the so-called white race is going extinct. But if y'all wanted to help yourselves, y'all would leave us the hell alone and start racially profiling yourselves. But they can't leave us alone because they know we're gonna grow. They know we're gonna grow and prosper. So they'd rather suffer and die than just leave us alone and let us prosper. They in a lose-lose situation, basically.
Man stabbed wife to death during Bible study, police say. St. Paul, Minnesota, Karina Woodhull had overcome addiction and depression, but she could not survive domestic violence. According to court documents, a 41-year-old and her husband, Robert, were sitting together at a weekly Bible study on Tuesday. Witnesses told investigators the two did have marriages, but it seemed they were getting along.
Right.
Then they described Castillo whispering something to Woodhull.
Get your hand out of my pocket. What was it? I wonder what it was.
He reacted by pulling out a knife and stabbing her, witnesses told investigators.
See, that's why I'm saying that white Jesus is a cult. It's your white Jesus right here. Look at him. Show white Jesus. But y'all don't want to racially profile yourselves. Y'all in church. How y'all let them in church with a knife? In our school, you can't come in with no weapons. We giving you a real serious pat down. So if you did have it on you to want to do something like this, you wouldn't have even been able. But the church, America, they don't want to racially profile their own. So this is why this stuff gonna keep happening. You feel me? Hey, that's what I'm saying. They need to leave us alone and focus on themselves. They the ones need the what they call it, a 51-50 cycle. That's what they need. This man needed a 51-50 psychotic hold. But instead, you looked at him like he was white Jesus with tattoos, and he ended up stabbing his wife in church. I'm telling you, white G, that's a coat. That is a coat, man. It's not a good one either.
Woodhull is survived by her 5 children, but she also leaves behind a community of recovering addicts who described her as an inspiration and beacon of hope.
Yeah, I bet. About that, but I just wanted to bring that out to show that there's a lot of racial profiling going on in America, but it's on the wrong people. And we're gonna get to the mother of all that happened this week. But there's some stuff that's been happening since we've been ready for the Passover. This stuff been happening the last 2 weeks, showing you that there's some racial profiling going on, but it's the wrong that y'all looking at. Y'all looking at the wrong people. So yeah, let's go to man assaults PA troopers.
Come. Man assaulted PA troopers after his car broke down, authorities say. In Monmouth County, New Jersey, the man was arrested after authorities say he attacked a pair of Pennsylvania state troopers after his vehicle became disabled. Michael Mazza, 40, of Ocean Township, was charged with aggravated assault and reckless endangerment, terroristic threats, and resisting arrest Monday in Maxatawny Township, Berks County, Pennsylvania, according to court documents.
Now, go ahead, keep going.
The trooper used a stun gun on Mazda when he became agitated and tried to hit the trooper. After they learned there was a warrant out for his arrest, they tried to take him into custody.
Right. So they pulled this man over. You feel me? They pulled this man over, and they thought he just needed help with his car. When the whole time, this is a felon with a warrant out for his arrest. They trying to help him with his vehicle. But I guess it dawned on him that he wasn't acting right. So then they searched his name. Man. But he got a chance to assault 2 state troopers because they looked at him like it was their brother. When they pulled over Michael Mazza, they thought they was pulling over their brother. They thought he needed a hand with his vehicle. When the whole time he was a violent felon.
Mazza broke free and tried to run, authorities said. The troopers pepper sprayed Mazza and took him into custody, officials said. The trooper suffered minor injuries. An attorney for Mazza was not listed in court records. He is being held in Berks County Jail on bail and is scheduled to appear in court Tuesday afternoon, court records state. His arrest was first reported by WFMZ.com.
Right. So these 2 officers could have been murdered. Them 2 officers that pulled him, well, they ain't pull him over. They were trying to help him with his vehicle. They could have been murdered. They could have died that day because they didn't want to follow the proper procedures like they do us. Hey, let me see your ID.
Right.
We could literally be doing nothing and the police say, let me see your ID.
Right.
This man is parked on the side of the road fixing his vehicle, which is illegal. You have to move it to the shoulders and you got to get a tow truck. He's fixing his vehicle on the side of the road. Police pull up, hey, what you doing? They trying to help him. Then he start acting weird. So then they run his name and realize this is a violent felon. And then he attacked them and tried to run away. When will you start racially profiling your own? You are the criminal, Mr. White Man. You are the criminal. Any black man that ever commits a crime is because he learned it from you. We tried to build cities, you burnt it down. We tried to start businesses, you burnt it down. And you let some white girl lie and say she was raped, which don't even categorize the reason why you should burn down a city. Because of rape. Look up Oscarville, Georgia. They turned it into a lake. It was a black city that they burnt down because of a white woman said she got raped. When the hell ever do you burn down a whole city because a white woman get raped? Shouldn't you just go find the rapist? What the hell the rest of the people got to do with anything? The children, the women that living in that city got to do with anything, man. Oh man, stop it. So you could drop that. Let's go to fuck it, it's in season. Go to the Michigan town, first female cop. So like it's in season. Fuck it. We're gonna bring all the articles out because these articles I've been holding since the Passover was getting started. I guess I saved them for a reason because it just fitted right with the topic. Like
Michigan town's first female cop pressured into oral sex with married officer.
ooh wee. Look at them. Let's see what color they are. See a white lady. See a white man. See a whole white police force, and they got a dog. I see a whole police force, and they got a dog. Look at the dog. He happy as hell too. He got his tongue out like, yeah, I had some of that too. Hell no, Salakia. The dog said he had some of that. You go ahead with the story. Hell no.
The first female cop ever to serve in a small Michigan town was groped by a supervisor during a twisted initiation ritual and then forced to have oral sex with a married patrol officer, according to a lawsuit.
That's what I say. These is police officers. But they will racially profile me and my brothers, and we went to this town. We rolled through this town and stopped and get some gas. Take your reader writer ass back up north. You feel me? All type of racial slurs they would have been telling us when the whole time their sister is getting raped at her job.
Teresa Williams, 35, claims she was relentlessly sexually harassed during her 4 years working for the rural Iron Mountain Police Department.
Right.
According to a federal suit obtained by the Post.
And this ain't no Me Too movement either. This is real talk right here.
Just because you wear a badge and you're a cop doesn't mean you're above the law. It doesn't mean you get to treat people however you want.
Yes, the hell they do. Because they kill black people for fun and get away with it.
In October 2017, just weeks after being hired, Williams was coerced into making out with her direct supervisor.
Damn, the direct supervisor. That is crazy.
Joseph Dumays at a bar, the court papers state.
And look how evil she is. What's she doing at the bar anyway? See what I'm saying? This just is a backwards society, a backwards generation of people. Because what the hell you even at the bar for anyway? Getting drunk. Where your man at?
Dumays forced the deputy's director of police services, allegedly pressured her into doing a fireball whiskey shot and then kissing them in order to be initiated into the IMPD.
Right. I wonder if she said no. You know why she didn't say no? Look at this devil. Because she ain't got no integrity. See this devil? She ain't got no damn integrity. She was all for it and probably didn't get the job. Now, what they was doing was evil and illegal. But she was with it because she thought she was probably going to rise up through the ranks, and it didn't happen. They treated her like a piece of meat. So then she wanted to tell the truth after that.
Williams refused and said the whole thing was made up. Dumays responded that it was required and that everyone had to do it as protocol, the suit states. To allegedly demonstrate, Dumays took an initial shot along with former county dispatcher Mayo, then kissed
That's
him.
why I say she was all for it. She was all for it until I bet you that she didn't get the job that she wanted. She probably thought she was going to move up through the ranks, and it didn't happen.
Ultimately, Williams buckled to the pressure and took the IMPD shot with Dumays, who, as a result, kissed plaintiff and stated she was now officially a part of the IMPD, the lawsuit states. After another shot.
After another shot. Another shot. They end up getting lit. What police force is this? Salakia, they get turned up.
Dumays allegedly put his hand between her legs and grabbed her genitals, according to the court papers.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying, man. They racially profiling the wrong people. They need to be on a 5150 psychotic hold. I just found out that term. You hear me? I heard it before, but I didn't really understand it till now. These motherfuckers, excuse my life, they need to be on a 5150 psychotic hold. This is an evil race of people we dealing with, man.
At a later date, her former patrol partner, Garth Budick, forced himself on her and allegedly made her touch his genitals over his pants as she drove him home from a bar, according to court papers.
And then I'm gonna tell you something about these white women. They is whores. They will have sex with you anywhere, with anything. They have sex with the dogs. You think I'm lying? Look at the picture. Look at the dog. Look at the dog smiling like a motherfucker. So like it. Hell no. You go ahead.
During another undated incident.
Another one. Damn, she getting it cracking.
Williams visited Budick's home to watch a movie with his partner and his wife.
Come on, see what I'm saying? What are you going to their home for?
When his wife excused herself, Williams' partner grabbed her hand, guided her downstairs.
So she went to her partner's house to watch a movie with his wife. Man, come on, man, stop. That's why I say these the people that rule over you. These the ones that make laws and tell you if you right. They come to your house with they police lights flashing, telling you wrong for this or wrong for that. You ain't doing right by these kids. You in they court systems, they judges tell, man, look, wait till Christ return. It's the real judge. That's all I'm gonna say. Wait till a black man named Yahushua Mashiach return. He is the true judge of the earth, man. Because these people don't know how to judge anything.
And pressured her to perform oral sex on him, the lawsuit states.
While his wife was there. And this is the guy that did it, Joseph Dumas. Look at average white guy you see at the gym. Hey, how you doing? Can you spot me? Look at that. The whole time he molesting his coworkers at work, forcing them to have sex with him and stuff. You keep going.
Williams was appalled.
Appalled, that's a big strong word.
To later learn that Budick and Dumays had placed a bet on who could have sex with her first. The suit states.
So now she's mad. That's what it seemed like. She's shocked. Ain't that what that means? Shocked. She's shocked because now she thought she had a husband or was you gonna move up through the ranks. So the whole time they were just playing with her.
In March 2022, Williams met with Dumays and another officer to air official grievances about ongoing sexual harassment in the department, according to the lawsuit. Soon after, she was told she would be fired if she didn't resign, according to the suit, and she left the force in April.
Damn, she left the force in April. But look, all right, now that's enough of that. Look at the officers they got. All had something to do with it. These is white boys. This is her right here. Boom. This is Dumas. I don't know who this is, but he ain't got no neck. And I don't know who this is, but his ass look like a child molester. And then look at the dog. And look at the dog. The dog, like, I won't smoke. The dog been all in there. I'm telling y'all better watch the beginning of the class, man. I'm telling you, these dogs. I don't know what is up with these dogs, man. But they love them. Love these dogs, man. Now, yeah, let's go to Koskin pleads guilty. Salakia, we got a lot of articles, man. We ain't did class since before the Passover. So just bear with us. I'm going to try to run through them. We only got like 2 more.
pleads guilty to 2 charges of incest, sentenced to 10 years in prison.
Right, and he only getting 10 years. That's the funny thing. He only getting 10 years. Now we ain't gonna read all of it. We're just gonna read like just a little bit of it to show you why the white man needs to start racially profiling his self. Go ahead.
Pierre, South Dakota, disgraced former South Dakota State Senate candidate.
Who?
State Senate candidate.
State Senate candidate.
Joel Koskin has been sentenced to 10 years in state prison on 2 charges of incest.
Ooh-wee. A state senate. They make up, man. Look, they decide the laws. The man. Look, all that voting. You voting for nothing. How you do all that voting and then the whole time you didn't voted for a child molesting incest fucking animal, man? And you know why? Because they don't want to racially profile themselves. They want to racially profile you.
Judge Margot Northup, a 6th Circuit Court judge, opted to sentence Koskin to the maximum sentence and to pay roughly $20,000 of fines during a sentencing hearing Tuesday at Hudgens County Courthouse.
And I read this in the other article that they was finna give him no jail time. But it was another judge that stepped in and said, nah, he got to serve sometime. And that's why he only got 10 years, because they really was trying to give him nothing. They want him to just pay the fine, which he got the money. They was going to make him pay the fine and call it a day. That's how evil this society is we live in. Backwards society we live in. You can get 10 years or no jail time for incest, for having sex with underage women, but you can kill a black man and go home the same day.
The charges Koskin pleaded guilty to stem from crimes committed at his residence. He acted like a jealous lover more than a father.
Man, look, he was supposed to be like a father, man.
He took advantage of a child that viewed him as a father.
Right. Come on, man. Stop it. That's evil, man. That's so evil. That's a predator. That's the definition of a predator right there.
But Koskin's need for control didn't end once the investigation began. Immediately after Koskin found out that the victim had reported his crimes to the Spink County Sheriff's Office, Koskin sought to pressure the victim to back off the allegations against him.
Right. So now he's trying to blackmail. He's trying to bribe to get out of what he done. Because he's evil and he's disgusting and he need to be on a 5150 psychotic hold. These are all white people we talking about tonight.
Bars.
I ain't gonna lie to you. We bringing up all white people and how they need to be on a 5150 psychotic hold. Now, if I may, let's go to the Louisville mass shooter. The whole point of the class. We read them articles to show you that this is not an isolated incident. That's why we read all them articles before this one. To show you that this is not an isolated incident. These white people need to be put on a 5150 psychotic hold, or you're going to be part of the next mass shooting. You're going to be part of it.
Louisville, Kentucky. 5 people are dead and at least 8 were wounded during a mass shooting Monday morning.
Right. They ain't had nothing to do with it. They didn't do nothing wrong, man. They just went to work.
At a downtown Louisville bank. The shooter is also dead. Police officers were called around 8:30 Monday to Old National Bank on Main Street. They were on scene within 3 minutes, and the entire incident lasted about 9 minutes. When they arrived, they encountered an active shooter inside with the AR-15. He has been identified as Connor Sturgeon, 25, an employee of the bank.
Right. All you got to do is lose your job. And if you're a white person, you just go shoot up and kill everybody. But not the dog. They're going to leave the dog alone.
LMPD says Sturgeon fired at police. They fired back, and then they stopped the threat. It's unclear how many rounds were fired, but more than 8 people were heard just in video from police. Body cam video was released Tuesday evening. The 5 people who died were employees of the bank. Tommy Elliott, 63, Jimmy Tuck, 64, Josh Barrett, 40, Juliana Farmer, 45, died early in the day.
Mm-hmm.
LMPD sent out an update around 9 p.m. Monday saying that 57-year-old employee, Deanna Eckert, also died, making her the 5th victim.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. This is what you call chickens coming home to roost. You don't want to racially profile your own people, thinking that y'all all good white citizens. This is what's going to keep happening. It's going to keep happening. Y'all don't want to racially profile y'all.
In a world full of fakes, how do you avoid buying fake items that look just like the real thing? Are you getting faked over? Experts say it's all in the details.
That's a commercial. It's the actual footage from the outside of the bank. Look at these dumbass people living their everyday life. You feel me? They living their everyday life just trying to get past, not even knowing it's a whole mass shooting going on.
A new restaurant.
Whole mass shooting going on. Y'all ain't even realizing it. And that's just like it said in the time of Noah, you know, when they was eating and drinking and marrying. You feel me? Just going on about their life, not even knowing this place is coming to an end, man. This place is coming to an end, man. This is about to go away. And you don't even know that they about to start back doing the firing squad or firing, whatever it's called, where instead of doing lethal injection, they're gonna start just shooting you, riddling you with bullets, because of the pharmaceutical companies has said that it's unethical, that lethal injection is unethical. They said it's unethical. That's what they said. They said that it is unethical. Matter of fact, we got that. Let's go. Let's read it. Fuck it. We ain't got nothing but time anyway. We done missed class last week because of the glorious Passover. You feel me? Let's go ahead and read that article too. But yeah, though, they said it is unethical, man, to keep doing the lethal injection when the lethal injection is supposed to be no pain. It's supposed to be no pain. But instead, the pharmaceutical companies say, nah, we can't keep doing that. We got to stop doing the lethal injection. They done made it illegal to even sell the lethal injection no more. So now they got to either go back to electric chair or the firing squad, one or the other.
Executions by firing squad may be coming back.
Hold on, wait. If I may, this is the guy right here, Connor Surgeon, that did the mass shooting in Louisville, Kentucky. This is the every average white guy you see at Walmart, at Kroger's, at anywhere, down on the strip when you clubbing and drinking. Hey, how you doing? This is the regular average white guy you see. And he lost his job, and he took a rifle into the job and killed 5 people and injured 5 others. So what you better do is start racially profiling yourselves, Mr. White Man, or this is going to keep happening because the chickens have come home to roost. So yeah, you go ahead with that article.
Chicago, the image of gunmen in a row firing in unison at a condemned prisoner may conjure up a bygone, less enlightened era.
Mm-hmm.
But the idea of using firing squads is making a comeback. Idaho lawmakers passed a bill this week seeking to add the state to the list of those authorizing firing squads, which currently includes Mississippi, Utah, Oklahoma, and South Carolina. Fresh interest comes as states scramble for alternatives to lethal injections after pharmaceutical companies barred the use of their drugs.
Pharmaceutical companies barred the use of their drugs. They got the lethal injection drugs from the pharmaceutical companies, and they barred them. And you know why? I'm gonna tell you why. Because they barred the fentanyl, all them drugs that the pharmacies making billions of dollars, the Percocets, all that stuff. They doing all type of sanctions, and they suing the pharmaceutical companies because of white people is getting addicted to them drugs, and it's called the opioid epidemic. And these pharmaceutical companies are getting sued. So this is them having get back. You feel me? This is them playing get back, saying, well, if you're gonna say drugs is causing opioid addiction, well, you don't even know that the lethal injection drugs is not useful either. You feel me? I'm telling you, this is how they play. They don't even care about each other, man. All they care about is money. The pharmaceutical companies is losing money, so they say, well, y'all gonna have to find another drug to use when y'all want to kill somebody.
Some, including a few Supreme Court justices, view firing squads as less cruel than lethal injection.
Right, and who you think they're gonna be doing that to? Black people. Who you think that's gonna be happening to? Hispanic people. Then they just give a Hispanic life in prison for shooting a police dog. We just read that one. Well, man, all this stuff is lining up with each other, man. You better get in tune. You feel me? Y'all ever seen that movie, Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Well, you better get in tune with real life. Real talk. Or you're gonna be left in the dark.
Despite the violence involved in riddling bodies with bullets, others say it's not so cut and dry, or that there are other factors to consider.
All right, yeah, we could drop that, man. Let's get into the scriptures, man. All I'm saying is that the pharmaceutical companies have barred lethal injection. You didn't even know it. There's so much going on in the world, you ain't even know that happened. There's so much happening in the world, you didn't even know lethal injection drugs is barred. It was supposed to be painless. Now they finna start back doing electric chairs and riddling you with bullets, man. So you could drop. Let's go to Job 9 and 24.
The book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Right. And who you think did that? The Most High did that. Because we fumbled the bag. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, you the chosen people of God. And you fumbled it because you had a contract with the Most High that you will never break these commandments. And he will put you above all people. And we broke that. We fumbled it. We chose to live like the heathens. And he gave the earth into the hands of the wicked. That's why all this stuff keep happening and nobody's doing nothing about it. That's why they had a United Nations. But the United Nations don't talk about you, black man, Hispanic man. They don't give a damn about you. They doing State of the Union addresses, and it ain't got nothing to do with the South Side of Chicago, nothing to do with Brooklyn, nothing to do with the South Central LA.
He covered the faces of the judges.
He did.
Thereof.
He covered the faces of the judges. Who is the ultimate judge of the earth? Christ. They tell you that Christ is a white boy. When the Bible say he's not, the Bible say he's a black man with woolly hair, with dark skin, and red eyes, not blue eyes. Man.
If not, where and who is he?
If not, where and who is the wicked? If not, who is it? If it's not the so-called white man, will you just point me to him and let's talk about it? You just point me to them and let's talk about it, but I bet you can't. Because everybody knows the wicked. You could just go at any gas station, any 7-Eleven, and talk to the heathens, and they'll tell you. They making all this money off you because of them, and they'll still tell you who it is. Because guess what? They don't want to deal with you. They don't want to have to take your money. They'd rather be in their country making money, but they know they can't because their country being robbed by the same people that's robbing you. You could drop that. Let's go to Ecclesiastes 1:14.
Come. The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 1, verse 14. I have seen all the works that are done under the sun, and behold, all is vanity and vexation of the spirit.
Right. All is vanity. You know what that means? Useless, man. All that is useless. All the stuff that the Most High in Christ see under the sun, this stuff is useless because nobody's keeping the commandments, man. Nobody's keeping the commandments, and everything is troubling the spirit. That's what vexation means, troubling something. You feel me? Everything under the earth is troubling the spirit. The spirit is the way you're supposed to go. But all these temptations in the earth is troubling it and making you go another way, causing you to be a crooked people, man. Go ahead.
Verse 15. That which is crooked cannot be made straight.
Right, and that's what it's doing to you. All these evil works that you see these heathens doing, it's turning you into a crooked people, man. You feel me? But what you got to understand is these people cannot be made straight. That is their life. That's the way they are. These heathens, the way they living is the way they are, man. It's nothing you can do about it, man. Loving them is not going to change it. Trying to be like them is not going to change it, man. They are crooked people, man. They cannot be made straight.
And that which is wanton cannot be numbered.
Right. It cannot be numbered, man. These people is crooked. You feel me? These heathens are a crooked race of people, man. They do everything backwards. They selling pork in every restaurant on everything. They putting pork and stuff that don't even matter. My slave ordered food the other day. They had ribs wrapped in bacon. I say, now what the fuck is going on, man? I said, what the hell is going on here, man? But this is a people that cannot be made straight. So you just can't expect it. So you hoping that the so-called white man do right by you is not going to happen. You need to find an ISUPK near you, the school near you, man. Or maybe you might be part of the next mass shooting. Them people didn't know they was going to be a part of it. They didn't know. It just happened. The Lord wasn't with them. I don't know their race, but I'm just keeping it real. White or black, the Lord was not on their side. So you could drop that. Let's go to Ecclesiastes 8:11.
Come. The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 8, verse 11. Because sentences against an evil work is not executed speedily. Therefore, the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
Right, evil is fun. It's fun to be evil. It's fun to smoke weed. It's fun to have sex with white women. It's fun to have sex with Arab women. It's fun to have sex with Joe women and throw them away and pimp them. You feel me? You think it's fun. And then guess what happened? Then you get destroyed. You know why? Because evil works is not executed speedily. You think you having sex with these evil women You feel me? You think you selling drugs, you smoking drugs, you thinking that because you didn't die the day you did it. You feel me? You think it was what you was supposed to do? You are a goddamn fool. That is the lust. All that stuff that you think is fun is lust. You feel me? It's not of the spirit. You feel me? Read that one more time from the top.
Said, the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 8, verse 11. Because sentence against the evil work is not executed speedily.
Right. You think you having fun. Selling drugs. You making $100,000 every 3 months. You think you having fun, man. And when you really setting yourself up to be destroyed, man.
Therefore, the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
It's setting you to do evil. I'm telling you. You trying to be like the so-called white man? He's the drug dealer. He's the fornicator. You think you doing all that stuff? You trying to be like, and because you didn't die, you feel me? It's gonna make you want to do it even more. It's gonna make you teach people to do it. You go ahead.
Verse 12. Though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with him that fear God, which fear before him.
Right. So the people that's sinning, you feel me? They sinning over and over again because it's fun, because ain't nothing happening to them. That's fine. That's all fine and dandy. But guess what? The people that fear the Lord will be with them. You feel me? Because you got to understand, when you die, you come back. And the state you living in is because of the state what you did when you was alive the first time. That's the biggest misconception, is that when you die, you go sit with God and you party with Tupac and Biggie. That's not what happened. You're going to pay for what you did. So you sinning, you having sex with heathens, you selling drugs, you smoking drugs, then you die. You're not going to come back in a good state. You're going to come back in a bad state, and you're going to be wondering why. You're going to be praying to God, begging God, when the whole time you're paying for what you did in your last life. So you can think you sinning and having fun, you laughing at people because they want to be righteous. You feel me? You laughing and joking about people, especially in the ISUPK, because we want to be righteous. We want to do the right thing. When we come back, we're going to be in rulership. And when you come back, you're going to be at the bottom of society. And you're going to be sitting wondering why. That's because evil was fun. You didn't die when you first had sex with that white woman. You didn't die when you first smoked that blunt, when you were selling all them drugs, that crack, that heroin. But you're going to pay for it in your next life. You feel me? We're going all over to 13.
Come. Verse 13. But it shall not be well with the wicked.
It shall not be well with the wicked. When you was taught from birth that what you do, you're going to pay for it, whether it's now or the next life, you wouldn't do it. I don't give a fuck how fun you think it is, because of the so-called white man is pretending it's fun, showing you it's fun.
Neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow.
Which are as a shadow. And we know, like a shadow disappear out of nowhere. You look up a shadow here, then it's gone. You feel me? A shadow is here and then it's gone, just like the wicked. He here, then it's gone.
Because he feareth not before God.
Right, and you're going to be just like a shadow. You that don't fear God. It's going to seem like everything going right. And then you're going to look up, you're doing 50 years in prison. You're going to look up, your woman left you for the next drug dealer. Your kids is calling another nigga daddy. You feel me? Because it's like a shadow. Your days are like a shadow. Out of nowhere, it can be gone. Yeah, we could drop that. Let's go to James 4:4.
Come. book of James, chapter 4, verse 4. Ye adulterers
Mm-hmm.
and adulteresses,
Right, that's men and women.
know ye not that friendship of the world is enmity with God?
Right, enmity is ill will. Having friendship of the world is ill will with God. You feel me? If you friends with the world, with this, what the so-called white man says is okay, if you cool with that, then you an enemy of God. You have friction with God. And that's why I say adulterers and adulteress, because this is not talking about sex. This is talking about having sex and fornication with philosophy. Having sex and fornication with these philosophies of this world, it makes you an enemy of God. You feel me? You go ahead.
Whosoever therefore be a friend of the world is an enemy to God.
Bro, I thought God so loved the world. I thought God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son. This world don't love you, Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. That's why they only will racially profile you. The so-called white man and women is out here mass murderers, psychotic, and they will not racially profile them. The one dude that stabbed his wife in church had tattoos everywhere. So you can't say, black man, you getting racially profiled for your tattoos. Because it was a white dude who had tattoos everywhere. He didn't get racially profiled, and he stabbed his wife in church. We just read the article and showed you the picture. Whosoever therefore will be a friend of this world is an enemy of God. Straight like that. You're an enemy of God if you love what this society teaches, man. Because they will racially profile you, but they won't do it to themselves. They won't do it to the Africans, the East Indians, the Arabs. They will only do it to you. Yeah, you could drop that. Let's go to Revelations 2 and 10.
Come on. The book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer.
Mm-hmm.
Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison.
All right, first, let's talk about the suffer. Only people suffering is Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. We the only ones don't got our own language, own land, own military. Every race on this earth have a land, language, and military, but Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. The Hispanics speak Spanish, and the West Indians speak French and Portuguese. Black people speak European dialect. We the only ones don't have our own language, land, and military. We the only ones suffering. This is talking about Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. And when they say, behold, the devil shall cast some of you in prison, this is not talking about Dante's Inferno. This is not talking about some Greek and Roman mythology of some red man with a pitchfork. Devil just means deceiver or adversary. And your deceiver or adversary is throwing you in prison. It's more Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians in prison than it was in slavery. We did a class a couple weeks ago. It said it's 2 million. They count. It's 2 million Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians in prison. That's more than it was in slavery. Come on, man, stop it.
So book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison.
Right.
That ye may be tried.
You may be tried. That's the whole point. That you may be tried, man. To see if you're going to stand strong or if you're going to fold. You go ahead.
And ye shall have tribulation 10 days.
Mm-hmm.
Be thou faithful unto death.
That's the whole point. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, no matter what you go through, do not compromise this truth. You might lose stuff that you might have never even thought was even possible. But just stay strong in this truth, and I promise you, the Most High in Christ will return it to you. Whether it's something new or the old stuff you lost, either one.
And I will give thee a crown of life.
And that's talking about in the kingdom. The Most High in Christ ain't gonna forget. You feel me? The Most High in Christ ain't gonna forget you. Stood strong for them when you could have folded, man. You definitely could have. Let's go to Revelations 12 and 12.
Come. The book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 12. Rejoice, Salakia, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them.
Right.
Woe to the inhabitants of the earth.
Right. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth. Now you see the earth and worlds is two different things here. You feel me? The earth and the world is two different things. The earth is the planet. The world is the different societies inside of the planet. But we read in Job, what was that? 9 and 24. It say the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. The earth and the world is two different things. And the Bible say destructions to the inhabitants of the earth.
And the sea.
And the sea. Now, who was the inhabitants of the sea? Go ahead, you break that down. I know you got that. Who the inhabitants of the sea?
Inhabitants of the sea.
Who is the inhabitants of the goddamn sea? Because this don't make no sense. A lot of people don't understand, like John 3:16. They think John 3:16 is about God loving everybody on the earth when he don't. You feel me? Revelation 12 and 12 say, woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. The sea is talking about they navies. You feel me? The so-called white man, his navies, his submarines. You feel me? All that stuff he got. You feel me? To control. You feel me? What is it? I can't think of the damn. It's a damn port in South America that they run. You feel me? And all the nations on earth need that port to get their goods through. You feel me? The so-called white man is the inhabitants of the sea, man. They control the goddamn sea. You go ahead.
It's like the Panama Canal.
Panama Canal. Damn, I was thinking of it. I couldn't get it out. But it's the Panama Canal. That's exactly what it is. And that's heavy. The Panama Canal, you could Google it. They need the Panama Canal for all their goods to come through because everything can't come on a plane. Man, look what happened to Aaliyah. You feel me? It was too much on the plane fell. Some stuff they need to put on a ship to get over here in boats. And the Panama Canal, America runs that, man. They own that. They will kill you. You send something through there. You feel me? You send something through that Panama Canal, and they're going to search it up and down to make sure it's right. You feel me? They is the inhabitants of the sea, man.
But the devil has come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time.
Right, and that's the whole really point. When we brought this out, because he know he got a short time. Feel me? The devil, the so-called white man, know he got a short time. He's the inhabitant of the earth. He's the inhabitant of the sea. And you know he got a short time, man. That's why he's not racially profiling his own people. He's racially profiling black people because he know he got a short time. He got to destroy us. He don't give a damn about no mass shootings and no bombs being dropped. They just found out that the white dude that killed all them white people at the country music festival in Vegas, they say it was because the hotel mistreated him. That's why he did it. Because the hotel did not want to pay for his room and give him free food, even though he was a big gambler. That's exactly why they said it happened. Like real talk. It's a lot. So you could drop that. Let's go to Isaiah 5 and 20.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 5, verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil.
Right, that's what I'm saying. We live in a backwards society. They call evil good. They call us a hate group. You feel me? They call us a hate group when we don't do nothing illegal. You feel me? We don't do nothing illegal. They call us a hate group. They say we wrong for teaching the Bible and loving the Bible and being extreme about keeping these laws of the Bible. They call good evil, but they call evil good. They say pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster is the other white meat. That's what they say. They call evil good. They say if you kill a fucking dog that got a police shirt on, you getting life in prison. But if you kill a black man for selling cigarettes, you get away scot-free. Woe unto them that call evil good. That's calling evil good. When you go against God's laws, but you call it good. Get the hell out of here.
That put darkness for light.
Right, they put darkness for light. That's exactly what the so-called white man do. He put darkness for light. All the bad stuff, he make it like it's good.
And light for darkness.
And all the good stuff, he make it like it's bad. We wear beards, boots, and braids. He call us terrorists. He wears suits and ties and go shoot up a goddamn bank because he lost his fucking job. And it's he is psychotic. He was 5150 psychotic hold he need to been on. It was the Percocets. It was the pharmaceutical companies drugged him with the pills, and he'll be okay. His family, we're sorry, man. Get the hell out of here, man. Get out of here, man. The Bible is the blueprint behind everything that's going on. Come on, man.
That put bitter for sweet.
Right.
And sweet for bitter.
Well, man, stop it, man. Stop it. This mass shooting is not even going to be on TV anymore. They're going to be talking about the gang violence in Chicago, in California, in New Orleans. That's what's going to be on the news every night. They're not even going to talk about this. You know why? Because they put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. They the reason why the black people is killing each other in these different cities, man. But what's the reason behind all these mass shootings? Yeah, we're going to get to it. So, yeah, let's drop that. Let's go to Proverbs 29 and 2.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
Right. When the righteous is in authority, the people rejoice, man. The people is happy when the righteous is in authority. The whole earth is waiting for black people to take the throne. I hate to sound like a TV show all mystical, but that's what the fuck the whole earth is waiting for. The East Indians know they will never rule the planet. The Chinese know they will never rule the planet. They know this, man. You can look at the UFC, you can look at boxing, you can look at technology, you can look at Wall Street, you can look at finance. Every race on this planet know that they will never be able to rule it. You feel me? But they waiting on the people that will to do it so they can rejoice, man. You go ahead.
But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
Everybody is mourning. The Chinese just got rid of the American dollar. The Arabs got rid of it. The Russians is done with it. Everybody is done because they sick of these wicked people ruling. and they waiting on the righteous to rule. And we finna get into that a little minute. Just wait. You go ahead to verse 3.
Son. Verse 3. Whoso loveth wisdom rejoiceth his father.
Mm-hmm.
But he that keepeth company with harlots suspended his substance.
Right, man. And you know what these harlots is? These different philosophies. You're gonna go broke. Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians. If you keep company with harlots, you're gonna go broke. Think about having sex with a bunch of prostitutes every day. You're gonna go broke. But think about if you had a bunch of wives, you're gonna get rich because they bringing you money and you having sex. So that's the whole point, is the sex. So you having sex and they bringing you money. But if you having sex with hoes, you spending money. So you're gonna spend it and give it away. And this is a comparison to basically these different philosophies, man. And that's why you gotta love wisdom. Because these different philosophies will break your pockets, man. I'm telling you. So you can drop that. Let's go to second Ezra. This is the last one we're gonna bring out. Second Ezra 6 and 8 through 10 in the Apocrypha.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, verse 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau.
Right, because this is symbolic. You will never hear about that happening ever again in life. But it was recorded thousands of years ago because it was symbolic. It was a symbol.
Verse 9.
Oh, wait, that's a lot. And of course, Rebecca was, she went to the man of the Lord, like, man, what's wrong? My stomach is killing me. Like, these contractions, all this stuff is worse than I ever seen a woman ever have. And they said that's because it's two nations in your womb. It was two nations. The so-called white race and the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian race.
Verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world.
And that was the point. Esau was going to get the world first. That's why Esau came out first. And Jacob, the father of the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, was holding on to his leg. It was a symbol showing that Esau was going to rule the earth first. Then Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians going to get it, which is a symbol because what do your big brothers show you what to do? Your big brother shows you what not to do. That's why majority of the time, the little brother be the best out of the brothers. He be the most smartest or the most athletic or whatever out of the brothers because he learned from the older ones what not to do.
And Jacob is the beginning of it that follows.
And Jacob, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, is really the beginning. Esau is the end of the world. He just was doing whatever the hell he wanted to do, showing everybody what not to do. You feel me? That's what Esau did. Esau, with his tirade through the earth, his homosexuality that he pushed, his murdering that he pushed, his drugs, he's showing everybody what not to do. If you want to rule a planet, if you want to rule a kingdom, Esau is steady showing over and over what not to do. And that's what we learning as Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. We learning because all our laws go against what Esau say to do. Esau say you could be a homosexual. Our laws is against it. Esau say you could eat pork. Our laws is against it. Esau say you can eat shrimp, crab, and lobster. All our laws is against it. Esau say you can have different philosophies in your head. Our laws is against it. Say one God, one faith, one baptism. You feel me? Our laws go completely against what Esau teach, man.
Verse 10. The hand of man is betwixt the heel and the hand.
Right. That hand, Jacob holding on to Esau's leg, being a symbol, it say that the hand of man, which is the heathen nations, every other nation outside of the white race and the black race, this is a black and white world we live in. Straight like that. It's either black or white. Ain't no Arab, ain't no Chinese, ain't no Japanese, ain't no Islanders, ain't no Eskimos, ain't none of that shit. This is a black and white world. These heathens is dependent on black and white to survive. That's what they dependent on. And that's why I say the wicked rule earth, the people mourn, man. When the righteous rule, they rejoice, man. These heathens is waiting on blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man, to rule this goddamn planet so they can have some fucking peace. So these wars can fucking stop. They tired of this shit just like everybody fucking else, man. But they willing to die. They willing to die and go to war for what they love, man. And that's why the Bible say the hand of man is betwixt. It's between the heel of the hand of man. They waiting. It's either white people gonna rule and they gonna suffer, or black people gonna rule and they gonna rejoice. It's either one or the other. You feel me? But they waiting. Everybody is waiting on black people to rule, man. Whether they know it or not, it's deep down in their soul. They waiting on black people to fucking rule the earth, man. Real talk. But that's the end of tonight's class. We give a courtesy salute. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Barak Thumb. Yahweh Shemar Thumb Ba'Shem Shalaki. Yahweh Shemar Shah Salaki. You feel me?